Hello everyone. In today's video, we're going to talk about the strategic position of Dollar General, how its competitive advantages may be affected by the changing social and cultural environment, and the insight that comes out of our analysis. We all know that many of Dollar General's advantages are based on its remote location. We are going to use three main ways to evaluate how these elements contribute to its competitive advantage. From the Porter's notions of position and fit, we can find several competitive advantages. Firstly, the operating cost. Operating cost is made up of employee wages and rent. Since Dollar General's always open in rural areas, the average renting cost for a year is around $100,000. For the wages part, since there were only 6 to 10 employees for a single location with almost the minimum level of wage, the staffing cost is really low. It is very impressive that the daily operating costs can be kept below $1,000. Secondly, the smart decision on product variety. Unlike Walmart, with an extensive and specific variety, Dollar General reduces the variety of product combinations but keeps the diversity of products, which solves the urgent need for local residents while saving a large amount of footprint in specialized organizational stuff. Thirdly, the remote locations, which avoids major supermarket competition, thus creating strong negotiating power. Last but not least, Dollar General targets severely cash-strapped individuals. Since poverty always comes with low liquidity, these individuals are in urgent need of products provided by Dollar Generals. At the same time, they always need to keep cash on hand, so they end up coming more frequently and generating more revenue. Then we come to Porter's 5 forces, which evaluates Dollar General's external environment. The threat of new entrants is low, because it's extremely hard for new players to build an efficient supply chain at the same scale in rural areas. The threat of substitutes is low to moderate. While some people may go to local grocery stores for certain products like dairy or frozen food, major retailers like Walmart do not reach these underserved regions. The bargaining power of buyers is low. Dollar General's customers are often cash-strapped and rely on affordable and convenient access to daily essentials. The bargaining power of suppliers is also low. Dollar General's scale allows it to source the cheapest products from a wide range of suppliers with little dependence. Rivalry among competitors is moderate to high. It faces competition from local convenience stores, and in some regions, there has been community resistance due to concerns about its negative impact. Next, let's move to the VRIO framework, which analyzes internal capabilities. Is Dollar General's strategy valuable? Yes. Its cost efficiency and smart location choices make it highly attractive to its target customers. Is it rare? Yes. Few competitors have managed to set severe rural markets with such effectiveness. Is it inimitable? Also yes. Its store network and operational efficiency are difficult to replicate. However, is it organized to capture this value? Unfortunately, no. Due to low wages and limited staffing, the company faces high employee turnover and higher risk of crime, which weakens its long-term organizational strength. In conclusion, Dollar General has strong strategic advantages externally and internally, especially in its rural market dominance and cost efficiency. However, internal weaknesses in employee management and organizational support may limit its ability to fully leverage those advantages over time.
Now we're going to be going over how the environment affects Dollar General's advantages and disadvantages. To do this, we'll be going over institutional theory and corporate social responsibility. Firstly, we're going to be going over the operating model of Dollar General to provide some context on this section. So Dollar General usually opens stores in convenient locations so that they could ensure that every citizen is close to at least one of their locations. Next, they keep their prices low to attract customers looking to save money or buy necessities at a low price. This is consistent with Dollar General's target demographic, which are usually households with an income of under $35,000. So, to keep their prices low and their customer base as big as possible, Dollar General tries to keep their operating costs low to maximize their profits. And this usually includes doing things like paying their employees as low of a wage as possible and understaffing their locations. So to start off, we'll be going over the institutional theory, the pragmatic side of institutional theory. So firstly, the advantages that an advantage that Dollar General gets from this side of institutional theory is that consumers generally want to save more money. So while when shopping for the necessities, and this is a desire that Dollar General fulfills, as their low prices keep these people coming back, therefore pushing consumers to shop more in Dollar General. Another advantage that they get is that consumers usually have a desire to go to a place that's convenient for them when they go shopping. And due to Dollar General's push of having a store within 15 minutes of every citizen out there, then um, it pushes these consumers to shop in Dollar General as it is the most convenient location to shop at. Now we'll look at the disadvantages of the pragmatic side of institutional theory. So firstly, Dollar General does not provide all the necessities that everyone needs, which means that most people would have to go to two different stores to get everything they need. And this would just be inconvenient, and this would go against the consumer's desire of convenience. So this inconvenience would usually push these consumers to simply go to the more expensive grocery store so that they don't have to go back and forth, therefore pushing them away from Dollar General. Another disadvantage is that in order to preserve low prices and protect its advantages, Dollar General usually underpays their employees and understaff their locations, and this brings about a whole bunch of headaches that comes with understaffing locations, as um they would usually have poor customer service or poor quality of life or poor cleanliness, which in turn pushes customers away from Dollar General. Now we'll go through the normative side. One advantage that they get from this side is that consumers generally want to save money so that they could use that saved money on more social related events. And these social related events that they spend more money in could help push their social standing up, which is something that every person wants to do. And because of this desire, people generally want go are pushed to shop in Dollar General more to save more money for these social related events. Another advantage is that Dollar General usually positions themselves in low income and rural areas, which addresses the local needs of the population. And due to them providing for the needs of this population, they're seen as a savior, as they provide the needs of these people at low prices in a convenient location, and which in turn strengthens their reputation. Now for the disadvantages. The low store security of Dollar General has led to many criminal incidents, which has led people to consider Dollar General stores as generally unsafe, as because of these high percentages of criminal incidents. Another disadvantage is that Dollar Generals are usually located in rural areas, which usually tends to have these small local businesses, and Dollar General siphon revenue from these local grocery stores, which generally leads to a poor reputation because they are harming local businesses through competition, which pushes people away from Dollar General in order to support these local businesses instead.
Now, with the cognitive advantages. With numerous Dollar General locations across the country, people expect that there will be a location near them for them to shop at. Dollar General's many convenient locations and low prices have led customers to shop there out of habit. A disadvantage of this is that due to the Dollar General's low prices, they have to find a way to keep their costs down. Therefore, people have come to expect that their products are cheap and often low quality. Dollar General's CSR has included their mission of serving others, with major charitable giving including $28 million in donations, 96,000 trees planted, and $250 million in literacy grants. However, this has come at direct competition with their core business model, primarily targeting these low-income individuals that they are helping lift out of their core customer base of low-income individuals. Institutional critiques are also on the rise, as more and more spotlight has been put on their targeting of low-income individuals and low-income areas. This has resulted in the tension between their CSR goodwill and their business model dependent on cost cutting and community neediness.
The effect on local businesses are growing. These issues don't just damage the company's image, they threaten its long-term success if ignored. That said, these aren't unsolvable problems. They are strategic openings if Dollar General shifts how it interacts with local communities without giving up its cost focus. It can build deeper trust, grow customer loyalty, and reduce reputational risk. The next few slides explore how that can happen, starting with a basic need, food access. In many towns, Dollar General is one of the only nearby stores, but it often doesn't sell fresh food. That's where the food desert criticism comes in. People need affordable fruits, vegetables, and dairy, and they're not finding them here. To fix this, Dollar General could introduce a small section with essential fresh produce and healthier options, targeted only in high-need areas. This wouldn't require a full grocery transformation, just a low-cost expansion of what's already working. Doing this helps customers who rely on Dollar General most, and in return, the company builds strong loyalty. It also opens the door to new shoppers who otherwise wouldn't have considered the store, and it makes the brand feel more invested in the everyday lives of people it serves. Of course, food isn't the only way to show that investment. Another path is through local partnerships. In a lot of rural areas, there's frustration that Dollar General hurts small businesses, but it doesn't have to be that way. Instead of replacing local food producers, the company can partner with them. That could mean bringing in regionally grown items and working with nonprofits to host events that serve the local community. This turns Dollar General into a more integrated part of the area, something people feel connected to rather than resent. It also sets the company apart from other national retailers. Most competitors don't offer anything locally tailored. This approach creates a store experience that feels more personal, more relevant, and ultimately more welcome. So far, we've discussed about what's on the shelves and how Dollar General fits into local economies. Next, we'll look at what happens inside the store. Staffing and safety, two areas that also need serious attention.
Our last idea is to invest more aggressively in employee training, wages, and store security. As Part 2 highlights concerns over understaffed stores and higher crime rates, which tarnishes Dollar General's brand, by retaining more knowledgeable employees, the company can raise customer service standards and deter theft or vandalism as well. While higher labor costs may appear antithetical to Dollar General's low-cost model, better employee retention and stronger local relationships could yield much better long-term financial gains. Stable staffing can reduce turnover costs, minimize store disruption, and reinforce the company's CSR image. Dollar General's cost leader model retains a powerful advantage, yet, as illustrated in Part 1 and 2, ignoring evolving community expectations could undermine its success. By offering limited fresh options, partnering with local organizations, and investing in a little more stable workforce, Dollar General can transform emerging risks into strategic opportunities. In other words, proactively aligning its core operations with community well-being can preserve Dollar General's distinctive cost and location advantage while deepening local trust. This approach does not only address the criticism tied to expansion, but also fuels a more resilient and sustainable business model, one where Dollar General's mission of serving others resonates both socially and economically for the long haul. Thank you for watching our presentation.